Good morning, children. Today we are discussing another experiment of class 12th biology, and this experiment is to study the effect of different pH on the activity of salivary amylase. And the previous video we have discussed regarding the study of effect of temperature on the activity of the salivary amylase. So now we have to discuss today experiment, and we have to perform the experiment, and the experiment is to study the effect of different pH on the activity of salivary amylase. So for this experiment, what do we require? We require the different things, that such as test tube, 3 sets of the test tubes, iodine solution, starch, pH tablet. If pH tablets are available, then pH 5, pH 8, pH 6.8 of different ranges of the pH tablet can be used. But here must ensure some pH tablets should be of pH acidic and some of the pH basic. Or if pH tablets are not available, in such cases some acid is used as the acidic medium and some bases are used as a alkali medium or basic medium, and pH 6.8. It's a very important pH tablets are required. So either you can use the acid or base, or you can use the pH 5 tablet as well as the pH 8 tablet. So it is act as the acid and this is act as the basic. So pH tablets of acid and basics are the very important, and one pH is 6.8. This pH tablet is necessary for us. Then beaker, funnel, cotton, etc. So these are the some basic requirements. So while discussing the procedure, I will show to the all requirement now. Then procedure for this experiment, what we have to perform. For this one, preparation of 1% of the starch solution. We will see now that how 1% starch solution is obtained. So 1% of the starch solution, you have to weigh the 1 gram of the starch, and that you have to dissolve in the warm distilled water 100 ml. So this is called the 1% of the starch solution. Then preparation of NaCl 1% solution, preparation of dilute saliva, preparation of iodine solution, and these are the basic requirements for the experiment. And after the preparation, setup of these 3 experimental test tubes, each has the different composition. So we have to discuss now regarding basic requirement and procedure, children. So now I am showing to you basic requirement for this experiment, and basic requirement for experiment, as I have mentioned earlier, it is the starch powder. So I have shown to you earlier also, white color of the powder is starch powder. It is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is available in the lab. For basic, I have taken the this one, iodine solution is here. This is the iodine solution, it is required. For pH tablet, I am having the 6.8 pH tablet, this is, and this is I am having the 5 pH tablet. If this one is not available, in such cases, I have to take the one acid. I have taken the dilute HNO3. So sulfuric acid or HCl or HNO3, any acid can be taken as a pH, acidic pH. And this is base, I have taken, this base is the sodium hydroxide. Okay, tablets, their tablets are the sodium hydroxide, so I will use it the basic. So I have one acid and one basic, along with pH of 6.8 is the basic requirement for this experiment. Now for this experiment, what to do, how to do the experiment. We have to come for the preparation of the solution. For preparation of the solution, this solution is a 1% of the starch solution, and 1% of the starch solution, what to do, you have to weigh the 1 gram of the starch powder and it dissolve with the 100 ml of warm distilled water, and you have to keep for the overnight, and after the overnight we have to filter the solution. So once the solution is filtered, suppose I am here, this filter paper is here and this solution is filtered. After some time what happened? This solution will be filtered, and this filter solution, after keeping in the one night, then we have to filter, and that filter, when the solution is filtered, then we are getting the 1% of the filter solution. So 1% of the sodium, 1% of the starch solution we are getting now. Second requirement is the 1% of NaCl solution. Here you have to take the 1 gram of the NaCl and dissolve in the 100 ml of the distilled water. This is the 1% solution. Third, we are having saliva. Diluted saliva 1:20 ratio. So it means 1 ml is a saliva and 20 ml is a distilled water. So it is called the diluted saliva. So these are the 3 basic requirements. Then second important part is we have to make the threads of 3 test tubes. 6 test tubes are here, 6 are here, here are the 6 test tubes, and each test tube is having the 1 ml of the iodine solution. And this iodine solution is a pale yellow in color. This is the pale yellow in color, light yellow color, and all test tube we have kept the 1 ml of the iodine solution. Second, for the experiment, what to do? Saliva collection, as I have said, that saliva collection you have to take the filter, this funnel, and you have to make the filter of the cotton, and then you take the rubber cork or chewing gum and saliva, whatever saliva will come in the mouth, chew it properly, and whatever saliva come you have to put here, then the saliva is obtained. And this is the process of the collection of the saliva. After this, we have to go for the experiment. For this experiment, here you will see in temperature of this one is the 37 degree temperature. Okay, so I am having the one beaker is having water, having the 37 degree temperature is maintained here. Then here are the 3 test tubes. These 3 test tube I have labeled is test tube B, test tube C, and test tube A. So let's what to do in this test. First one, I am taking the one test tube, it is the test tube number B. So in all 3 test tube we have to take the solution. What solution we have to take? You have to take the saliva. We have to take the saliva 5 ml. It is starch solution 5 ml. We have to take the starch solution 5 ml. 5 ml of starch solution. So this starch solution I have taken. In this test tube I am pouring this one 5 ml of starch solution. In this test tube also already I have taken earlier 5 ml of starch solution. Here also I am having the 5 ml of the starch solution. So each test tube you have to take the 5 ml of the starch solution. After this we have to take the, after the saliva, after the starch solution, NaCl solution. We have to take the 1 ml of NaCl. 1 ml of this is 1 ml of starch solution. This was the test tube B. In this test tube 1 ml of starch NaCl solution, not starch. Starch solution we have taken 5 ml, and this is the 1 ml of the NaCl solution. Similarly, we have to put the 1 ml of the NaCl solution here also, and this test tube also. So already I have taken the NaCl 1 ml in this test tube also. Third important part is, the third one is this I have to take the saliva, and I have to take this saliva, it is 4 ml of the saliva, and this 4 ml of the saliva I have taken, and in this test tube I am taking the 4 ml of the saliva. And the other test tube also I have to take the 4 ml of the saliva. So now to see, I have three test tubes. Test tube A, test tube B and test tube C. These three test tubes I am having. In each test tube, what I have taken? 5 ml of the starch solution, 1 ml NaCl solution and 4 ml it is the saliva, and these all three test tubes are kept in the one temperature is maintained 37 degree temperature. So you can see here that this is also the 27 degree temperature it is in the, so we have to maintain 37 degree temperature in the beaker. Now after this one we have to keep for the 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now I have to add the pH. Okay, so the pH, it's a pH first one, 5 pH tablets. This is the 5 pH tablet. So I am adding this one pH tablet in pH tablet, 5 pH tablet. It is in the 1 pH tablet. Look at here, this is the pH tablet, and 5 pH tablets I am adding in the test tube A. Then I am adding the 6.8 pH tablet it is the packed packet, and that's why it takes some time. So I am having the 6.8 pH tablet. So it is I am keeping in the test tube B. And this test tube C, I am not having the pH 8 tablets. So if such type of the pH 8 tablet is not there, so I am taking this one basic alkali, and this is the sodium hydroxide, and this sodium hydroxide is having the pH more than 7. So it's maybe 8 or it's maybe the 9. Okay, so I am taking this one pH, 1 pH tablet of the sodium hydroxide. So I am having this one sodium hydroxide, 1 or 2 milliliters of sodium hydroxide we have to take, and that is in the test tube C. Okay, we have to use spatula instead of our hand. So thus in 3 test tube we have the one test tube acid pH, and other test tube pH is basic, and the other test tube, third one, we have taken the pH. So this is now to understand now what to do. For the observation table, we have to prepare the observation table. Time in minute, it means 0 minutes. Test tube with pH, test tube with the pH 5. So this is test tube is 1, A test tube we have taken. Test tube with pH 6.8, this is the test tube B. And test tube with the pH 8, it means alkali medium, it is the test tube C. So we have the 3 test tube now. First one, for this one what to do? Now after the 2 minutes, 0 timing, we have to take the from test tube A, I have to take the some amount of the solution and pour in the test tube A, and you mix with the iodine solution. So here again I am mixing the test tube A, and then it is blue-black color appear. Same thing you should repeat for the test tube B also. This is test tube A we have taken. Another dropper we can use. And this test tube B, take some solution, and after taking some solution, mix with the another test tube of other stand. It's in iodine solution. So here also this is the blue-black color cup. So it is called the 0 minute timing. So in first time it is the, then third test tube C, we have to take this one. Other separate dropper we have to use, and this is mixed with the another stand test tube where iodine is here. So once the iodine is here, then what happens? This blue-black color is coming. Blue-black color is coming. So once the blue-black colors come, then blue-black color come, it shows that the here the achromic point is not attained. Thus we have to repeat further after 2 minutes. Another we have to take from the test tube number A solution we have to take. Then again you mix with the test tube number 2, and then it is also blue-black color comes. Next one, from the B we have to take the solution, and another test tube also we have to put this one. So it is called 2 minute timing, again blue-black color. Then test tube number C, then again you take the solution and this blue-black color comes. So here due to more amount of the more pH, this one color get disappeared. But when pH 8 tablet is used, so that one all the reading we have to repeat up to attain the achromic point. So first one important thing is here, we have to prepare the test tube with pH 1, pH 5, blue color come, blue color and blue color also come. So in where the acidic pH is there, blue color come. It means iodine color is pale yellow convert into blue color. So here we are not getting the achromic point. But test tube number 8, here blue color, where the pH is also 8, there also no change in the iodine color. Iodine color is changed and it changed into the blue color. But in pH, where it is 6.8, first one 0 minute it was blue color, then 2 minute it is also blue color, 4 minute also blue color, 6 minute it is also blue color, and 8 minute what happened? No change in the iodine, it means blue color is not come, and that's why in this pH 6.8, 8 minute is used to complete digestion of the starch by the salivary amylase. So this is our result. So in pH 5 we will not get the achromic point, and similarly in pH 8 also we will not get the achromic point. So we are getting achromic point only in the pH 8. It means salivary amylase, it's remain active on the pH 6.8. Thank you. So up to now children, we have observed that in observation table to study the effect of different pH on the activity of salivary amylase, we have observed that the pH 5 here only blue colors come. pH 6.8 we are receiving the no change in the iodine, it is of 8 minutes. So 8 minutes take place for the complete digestion of starch by the action of salivary amylase, and this on the pH 6.8. And test tube pH number 8, here also blue color appear. If we are taking the pH value more than 8, alkali medium, so in this color also this color, but the iodine color do not remain as same, and that's why if no change in the iodine color, it means this is the no change in the iodine color. Iodine color do not change, it means the achromic point. If it is become discolor, it means this is not the achromic point. So in pH 8 and pH 5 we didn't get the achromic point, we get the achromic point in the pH 6.8. So our result is what? Enzyme acted in the tube with pH 6.8, because here is a slightly acidic medium, and this acidic medium, this salivary amylase digests the starch. This is our result. Salivary amylase, it digests the starch on pH 6.8. pH 5 is acidic, pH 8 is alkalic, and salivary amylase did not act on the starch, and that's why here color is a blue color and pH 8 also blue color, but more pH is there, that will be discolor. So it shows that the salivary amylase do not act on the star. Thus, now precaution for the experiment, we have to filter saliva with the cotton film, not by the filter paper. That's the very important. All the wetting and measuring should be done accurately. Accurately wetting and measuring to be done. And all the glassware must be thoroughly clean and dried. So all these are the requirement, precaution for this